Employees, both sworn and unsworn, whose work has been specially identified as providing benefits to the community directly through a program or other initiative. So 3 finalists again. Could I welcome to the stage, please, Senior Constable Judith Crawford. Hey. And along with Judith, Sergeant Craig Norton. Are you Craig? That was a slightly delayed reaction from the support group there. Not paying attention. And Senior Constable Michael Steele. All right. Now, same deal. I'll tell you about them and then we'll show you what they do and their reaction to their award on the video. Judith Crawford, the officer in charge of Trundle Police Station, single unit station west of Parks. Out in the bush, highly respected and liked for her involvement in the community, both on and off duty. Senior Constable Crawford is a volunteer member of the Rural Fire Brigade, SES. She's in Wires and a member of the Ambulance Auxiliary for the Trundle area. Makes herself available to members of the public on her days off without compromising her official duties for the police force. Has a particular interest and skill dealing with rural crime issues during a recent fatal vehicle collision, and they're never easy. Senior Constable Crawford went above and beyond her police duties to comfort the members of the family and spent considerable time offering support and advice to grieving family members, as well as undertaking the difficult crash investigation. As I say, they're always hard. Senior Constable Crawford continues to set the standard of professionalism, excelling in customer service at her remote location. On the video.
My name's Judith Crawford. I'm a Senior Constable here at Trundle. Trundle's a fantastic rural community. It's located in the western part of New South Wales. There's about 300 or 400 people here, mainly rural farming families. To be the only cop in Trundle is very unique, I suppose. It can be very lonely at times, but again, you've got your community. They're my friends. I think being a copper in the town, I know for sure that if I was to get into any trouble whatsoever, that the community would be there to support me and help me out if I needed them.
Judith is a real standout in the Trundle community. Policing out there is one of the cornerstones of the community. She's available when people need her. They trust her. She does her job well, and she loves the place. And people love her.
You've got to like your community. You've got to have the love for the people, basically, and care about your community, and try to help them out as much as you can as being a cop. You're not only a cop, but you're a friend. The boss called me on the phone when I was travelling back from Parks, and I was quite surprised and shocked, actually. I wasn't really sure what I'd done so good. It's just a part of my job. It's just what I do, what I love.
There you go. Fantastic. Now, Sergeant Craig Norton, currently the President of the Lightning Ridge Police Bush Safari. Now, the Bush Safari is a charity organisation that raises funds annually for local community groups such as the Lightning Ridge SES, Royal Flying Doctors, Lightning Ridge Central School and various other local sporting clubs that have little or no resources themselves. The Lightning Ridge Police Bush Safari, the largest charity in Lightning Ridge, raised in excess of $250,000. That's a lot of money for an area like that since 1990. Countless hours have been dedicated by Sergeant Norton and other community members to ensure another successful year in raising money. Without the commitment by Sergeant Norton and the other police, this successful charity would not be able to operate successfully. It's a charity that the New South Wales Police should be very proud to be a part of. On the video.
I'm Craig Norton, a sergeant here at Lightning Ridge. Yeah, I'm involved in the Lightning Ridge Police Bush Safari. I'm the president of that. And we organise a trip every year to different destinations around the country. Just a little bit of an outback experience for people. This year we travelled up to the Gulf of Carpentaria. And the idea of the safari is for people to have a good time and raise some money, and that money goes back into our local community here at Lightning Ridge. The Bush Safari was set up over 21 years ago. It was then to raise money for the local SES. The town was really busy at the time with opal mining and they needed some help there with funds, so that's what it was started about. We've moved on a little bit now. We still donate 25% of all our money to the SES, but we also like to donate now to any groups or services in our town that look after the kids, offer things for the kids to do.
Lightning Ridge is a very unique township in itself, being an opal mining field. Needs a good leader in Lightning Ridge, and we're lucky to have one in Craig Norton, who is very well renowned in that community, very entrenched in the community, and a very good leader.
Last year we raised approximately $30,000, which went back into our community. We're expecting that this year will be pretty close to the same amount of money.
We don't get much recognition out this way, and for Craig to have this nomination is quite an honour.
All right. Now, Senior Constable Michael Steele, Central Hunter, LAC, an exceptional youth liaison officer, integral part of the Central Hunter Crime Management Unit, and a tireless community worker. Leader of the Curry. You're not allowed to say curry, you've got to put both of them in there or you get into trouble. Scout Division and President of the Maitland Blue Light Disco as well. He initiated the skate and scooter competition called Carve It Up back in 2009. It's grown to 2 competitions per year, attracting riders and guests from interstate now, so that's very cool. Awarded the 2011 Blue Light Officer of the Year and part of the steering committee to build the Rutherford Youth Space. That's a skate park as well. In 2011, he initiated a website for Carve It Up with assistance from students at Rutherford High, all in his own time. Vice President of the New South Wales Blue Light State Advisory Committee, Senior Constable Steele was instrumental in designing the Smart Choices program in 2009 with Cessnock City Council, a mentor for secondary students involved in that program as well. Good stuff. Video.
Senior Constable Michael Steele, based at Maitland Police Station, which is the head station for the Central Hunter Police Command. My role is the YLO, Youth Liaison. I've been in that role now for about three to 4 years. So I'm heavily involved with the youth there. Also, we have a skate park at Rutherford called the Rutherford Youth Space. So I'm on the committee there. Was actually one of the ones that actually started it off and got it going. I'm the president of the Maitland Blue Light branch. I'm also the vice president of the State Advisory Committee for Blue Light. And then my days off when I've got spare time, I'm a scout leader at Curry Scouts. What times is left is spent with the family, the 3 boys and the wife, and trying to work around the house.
I nominated Mick for the Rotary Community Award. Not only is Mick one of the finest youth liaison officers you'll have the pleasure of working with and dealing with, but it was more so of the fact that the extra work that he does, it certainly goes above and beyond what would probably be expected of a normal police officer in their everyday duties.
Generally speaking, the YLO role is just seen as another CMU role. It's nothing important, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot of work. You don't have any spare time. So to be recognised and nominated, it's a real big bar. It's a real good achievement. The commander told me that he'd nominate me for the Rotary Police Officer of the Year, and I was pretty impressed with that. Then when he told me that became one of the finalists, I was even more impressed.
Mick certainly is a fine example of an officer who is on duty 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, without any doubt.
Yeah, great. Not only great police officers, but terrific people as well, terrific human beings. Can I get the past District Governor, Dr. Bernard Huxtable, representing District 9700 to the stage, to help present the trophy, while I announce the winner. And the winner is Senior Constable Michael Steele. That's it. Face the photographer, everybody. Yeah, hang on. Don't go away. That's it. And the other 2. And 1 to go. They don't like coming up for that photograph, do they? They've got to be dragged over there by the Commissioner. And Michael?
Thank you. I, like most police, hate public speaking. My hands are sweaty, I'm nervous, but very, very chuffed to receive this award. First, I'd like to thank Rotary and all the other sponsors for putting on this award. I'd like to thank my commander, Mr. Greentree, for nominating me. Without the nomination, I wouldn't be here. Without his support, I wouldn't be able to change my roster to allow scouting on weekends, blue light whenever, and time to do other stuff. So thank you for that. I'd like to thank my wife also, who gave up her job as an office manager in '99 to allow me to move to Scone as lockup keeper to pursue my career there. It was in Scone that I became involved in youth issues up there, as you do being a community officer. I became involved in the Young Endeavour scheme, and that's when I kicked off with Scone Scouts. As I said, the YLO role is I used to refer to it as the cake munching unit because it was just one of those CMU roles. That was being on the truck for 19 years, bouncing around thinking GDs was very important and very stressed. However, and it is, but the YLO role, the paperwork, the emails, the phone calls, the parents ringing up and saying, listen, I've got these problems with my 14, 15-year-old son or daughter, what do I do? One day I was very stressed and I said to the fellow, look, if I had the answer, I'd solve my own problems with my own kids, I'd write a book, I'd make a fortune and then retire. That chap hung up, but it's a role that's, I see, very important. Scouting is like police. Whether you're a scout leader or a police officer, you're a mentor to the youth in various ways. These awards, I'm chuffed to receive them, but I feel like I've got my finger in a number of pies. Without the support of Curry Scout Group, the committee there, without the support of Maitland Blue Light Committee, Foy's Rotary Youth Skate Committee, I wouldn't be here today because it's as much of their reward as this is mine. Thank you.